Hello, my name is Rumiko Onaka from Okinawa. I'm the moderator of the workshop. I'd like to introduce Osvaldo Castro. He is my friend. He graduated from Kyunhee University in South Korea. He is currently an assistant of English teaching in Okinawa, Japan. If you have any questions, please let me know anytime in the chat. Please share with us your name and where you are joining from. You can write in the chat too. Thank you.
Okay, hello everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm sorry, we have technical problems. Okay, my name is Osvaldo Castro. Thank you very much, Rumiko, for your warm and kind introduction. So I was born and raised in Mexico, and I have around 10 years living in Asia. So my research interest is on maker education, design thinking, and other active methodologies in education. So nice to meet you, everyone. So this workshop consists of integrating storytelling in a process of design within a human-centered approach and inspired on design thinking. The main goal is to create stories in a narration style as a starting point, everyday problems to analyze them and engage in collaborative activities to propose solutions. We focus on the design process more than the result. Due to a lack of time, right now we don't have enough time, as you know, we have selected a problem scenario and converted it into a design challenge. Okay, so are you ready? So here we go. Let's get started. So there is no, is there anybody here? I don't know. I cannot see. Is there? No, right? Okay, so we don't have participants right now. So I can start. So introducing about storytelling. What's storytelling? Rumiko-san, do you know what's storytelling? Okay, I'm joking. So storytelling is a tool for social engagement, collaboration, and motivation to communicate in diverse formats, visually, written, and orally. Stories take different forms, such as digital and visual storytelling, scenarios, and animations. So let me share with you a PowerPoint presentation that I prepared for you. But let me check. Oh, host disabled. Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you very much, Rumiko-san.
Okay.
聞こえない。Rumiko-san 聞こえない。マイクオフ。On. いつでも。I'm so sorry. Okay, so here we go. Can you see my presentation?
Yeah. Yes, we can see.
Okay, thank you. So storytelling is a tool for social engagement. I said you before. Okay, yeah, thank you. So storytelling generates questions and provides insights to figure out solutions. In design field, storytelling is an effective tool for feedback, which is the basis of an iterative process. Okay, so now why storytelling? Why we are choosing storytelling? We have many tools, but we are focusing on this very interesting tool. So according to Finn Bills, Finn Bills is a lifestyle photographer and famous for his cinematic style and narratives. He said that stories can move people. You can go outside, hanging out with friends, and document what you see in your neighborhood. Storytelling is giving context and helping people to get understanding. So, how to tell good stories is a very good question. So, you have to make a context by giving details like in photography. So, you have to make layers of meanings preceding a piece of information. We need to tell those sort of small events that go into reaching the scene. So now, consider the following three elements: characters, so a person, the setting, I mean the location or artifacts that reflect time and space in what you want to communicate, and events. Similarly, Roland Barthes referred it as actions and happenings, those events that inform or inspire. Wait a second, I have some problems here. Okay, sorry. So what are we going to do today? This is a fun thing. So let's start. Let's get started. So number one, set up a question that needs to be solved. Set up a question. And then number two, define a setting. Number three, choose characters. Define it not on what they are, but on what they do. Number four, events that lead to human behaviors and their consequences. And number five, the finding of the best solution. And six is the coda, that means the conclusion of the story, and link it with the question, what happens next? Okay. So any question? Do you have any question? No questions? Okay. So let's move on. So we have a scenario. So this scenario is about the single use of food packing. So for example, the rapidly growing takeaway food sector results in many single-use plastic containers being discarded every year. So recycling is generally impractical, but due contamination caused by food sorry. So takeaway packing most often ends up in landfill. So reusable containers should be implemented wherever possible, but this is sometimes not practical, leaving a proportion that remains single use. So let's consider a framework. Let's think in a framework in order to do this challenge. So this framework is about circular economy. So have you ever heard about circular economy? Do you know circular economy? So first of all, if we think about circular, so let's go to the opposite side. Traditional linear economy. What's linear? So linear economy means you consume and dispose of. Consume, consume and dispose, or throw away. So it means when the product is no longer needed, the consumer throws the product away. So now the circular economy is keeping the product and materials in use. Materials are recovered to create new products rather than thrown away. So there is no beginning or end to a product life. So they enter in a circular flow where they are reused, repaired, recycled, remanufactured, or returned to the biosphere. So this is circular economy. Okay, so let's go to the challenge for today. So the question is how we might design a circular product or service to reduce waste, pollution, and ultimately improve our health. Okay, there you. Okay, thank you. So moderator.
Thank you, Oswald. Thank you, Oswald. Now we are going to break out the session into teams. Everyone, please write down your email address in the chat to give you access to Miro.com workspace. We are going to divide the workshop into 4 sections, 2 breakouts and 2 group sharing sessions.
Okay, hello everyone. Thank you. We have 2 new members in this group. Thank you very much, Kate Armstrong and Raul. Okay, so so let me introduce briefly what we're gonna do today. So we are planning to make stories about a challenge that I told you before. Is about, wait a second, please. Is how we might design a circular product and service to reduce waste, pollution, and ultimately improve our health. So in order to answer this question, so I introduced briefly about what circular economy means. So let's start with that. So do you have any question, Kate, Rahul? So can you turn on the mic? It's possible, moderator. Yeah. Okay. Any question, Kate? No.
No, it's clear.
Okay, Kate. Sorry, I saw your profile picture. Your face is very familiar to me. I don't know why.
Maybe from
Acumen?
well, maybe from I work in Fab Lab Barcelona, and I'm working a lot with Fab City. Maybe I've met in a previous event or something.
Yes, maybe.
Super. Yeah, I'm super interested in the topic of storytelling for social change. So
okay,
nice.
Thank you very much. So let's break out the sessions. So we are only 4 members. So, okay, what about if I lead one breakout and Rumiko-san lead another group? So please help us to send in your email address. We wanna add you in Miro.com. So do you have Miro.com? Can you download or or open the website?
I have it. Do you have a link to the page that we will
I have.
use?
Can you send
perfect.
me?
I think it's. I think if you
yes.
Can you share it in the chat?
Yes, please. In the chat, I need to find the chat. 2 groups. So 1 and 1. Okay. Can you send me your email address, please? I cannot hear in the chat. I cannot see that. Isho? Ah, so. Okay. Okay, so we wanna we wanna make only one team. So, sorry. So now, so storytelling team 1 and add user. Okay, share. Great. Okay, Kate, I send you a request. Okay, so I need to share my screen here. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, okay, so we're gonna start with the breaking out session. So we divide this part in four parts. So we have 2 breakouts and 2 sharing session. So this is the breakout session number 1. So we have to describe a problem. So let's start in order to answer the question how we might design a circular product or service to reduce waste. In the scenario that I told you, maybe, okay, you don't know the scenario. Scenario is about the single use of food packing. That's the scenario. So this day we are, the single use plastic containers is very, is throwing away through, sorry. Let me read very fast. Okay, the rapidly growing takeout food sector results in many single-use plastic containers being discarded every year. Recycling is generally impractical due to contamination caused by food residues. So takeaway packing most often ends up in landfill. Reusable containers should be implemented wherever possible, but this is sometimes not practical, leaving a proportion that remains single use. So this is the scenario. So now in Miro, can you see? Okay, let's brainstorm our ideas. So can you write down using a post-it to write one product and for example, one product that costs, what product that is single use, and what else? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, can you, I don't think I have the access yet to the Miro.
I send you a request.
Let me just see. I'm going back, but I didn't get an email about it. I don't know if you can copy and paste the link.
So invite. I invited. Say, okay.
Okay, let's see. Create a pop-up piece. Did I write my email?
We are
Oh, yeah.
3 participants. Yes, we are. Sorry. No, this is not Miro. This is. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay. So Rumiko-san, do you want to help us? Ah, oh really? Okay. So I'm waiting for. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna introduce one more time this part. So let's think about a problem caused by single-use food packing products that you consume every day. For example, plastic bags, paper cups, straws, PET and glass bottle. So let's think in one product and write down on the post-it. And number two, what problem is linked when this product is no longer needed. So that's the task for now. But so Kate, can you?
Maybe I can tell you here
Okay.
because I don't have the access to the mirror. I don't know
Okay.
why. But I didn't get an email. Maybe one thing, maybe like it could be plastic straws or what else do we use? Maybe masks right now because of
these days it's too sad to see mask on the river.
yeah, also because you know what, I don't use so much plastic because I try a lot not to use plastic, but it's kind of impossible not to use the plastic with the mask because you have to use the special FFP2 one when you go in the if you go in the medical center or something, you have to wear this mask, or on the plane or something. So yeah, that would be super important right now, I think.
Okay.
What else is there?
For example, PET bottle and glass bottle. There's
yeah, and also the lids of them, because sometimes you can get like a glass bottle, but the lid is plastic. You know, so the lid is also important. And also something else is like the band that wraps things. Sometimes you have like this elastic band or plastic band. It's like a stretchy
rubber band.
Yeah, like a rubber band. Yeah, like this kind of thing. I don't know if this is actually plastic, but this I'm using them all the time.
Yes, rubber bands. That's so. For example, we live in Okinawa in Japan, so Okinawa in island. So we have many environmental problems here about this kind of waste. So one day I saw a crab walking in the sea, in the sand, but without how can I say the shell? Without a shell.
Oh, with a shell.
So the crab found like a glass bottle, the aluminum. What?
Wow! Yeah.
I don't know how to say this. Speak Spanish. La tapa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's the top.
So the crab used that for like a house.
Wow.
It was very sad to see that.
That's crazy. That's such a zeitgeist, you know, like that's such a descriptor of our time. Oh, that's kind of terrible.
It's so sad. So now, so Rumiko, are you on the system, on the mirror? So now, for example, we have 3 ideas of plastic bags, disposable mask, rubber bands. So let's vote. What do you think is more exciting, or is fun, or?
I really like the mask one.
Mask.
Only because I think it's very, very today.
Very recent, relevant.
Yeah, relevant.
Relevant. So I'm gonna do like this to like voting. So I'm gonna use the same just disposable mask. No, okay, it's okay. So because we have another colleagues here together, but I can use only my own computer. They can access. So okay, so let's start with disposable mask, and then the next part is let's make a story. So number 1, let's define a product or service. For example, we are focusing on masks.
Mhm.
Now the character is, who is this for? So, I mean, when we throw away, when we throw the mask away, so what can we do with the mask after, at the end of the cycle, the life of that mask after using? What can we do after that? So that's the main question. So in the framework or circular economy,
Mhm.
so what can we do with the mask? So I don't know. So for example, what can you do after using a mask? So throwing away or sending to a place for, I don't know what to do with the mask. Every day we use
Well,
mask, but after we just throw away in the trash bin. So any idea here?
mm, well, there's like a few different kinds of material in the mask. You know,
Yeah.
you have like you have the front part, which is like the non-woven part. And then you have like the bit which is the elastic around the ear. So maybe you need to also take it apart
Okay.
to use the different parts. I don't know. It's just a thought. Use the different materials in different ways, like reuse them.
Yes.
Or
So we can divide the mask in materials
Hmm.
and just, so what we can do with it.
Maybe there's a precious precious plastics. You know,
Mm,
this plastics recycling project. There's like an international project around recycling plastics called Precious Plastics.
Yeah.
Maybe they could recycle some, or maybe you could chop up the plastic really small and then turn it into another product, into another material. I don't know if this is possible, actually.
Good, yes.
I'm not a materials person. I don't know the details on this, but maybe.
Yes, I had mask here. I
Oh
can
yeah, what can you do
show
with
you my
this?
mask. So there is I think like
Yeah,
aluminum here.
yeah,
We can do
yeah.
like, so one aluminum, and this is kind of, I don't know, cotton
Hmm.
and elastic.
An elastic, yeah.
But after using the mask, we need to clean up. I don't know, just, I don't know if we use chemical products, it's that, I don't know how to clean this thing
Oh yeah,
without any,
cleaning it.
the cleaning is very, very important. Anyway,
Yeah, cleaning it is important because it's like a healthcare product.
actually, yeah, we need chemical things, yeah. It's not
Mm.
like putting in the laundry and chaka chaka.
Yeah.
Okay. So, any ideas here, Rumiko? No, nothing. Taiko-san. So here, we can make toilet paper.
Ah, is it possible?
It's possible. Yes, really.
Oh, yeah, maybe you can use it to.
Yes.
So
Oh.
how can you do it?
So it's like I don't know. I have tried to recycle paper in my house, for example, put in the what's the name? The mixer.
The blender, yeah.
So I don't know if we can put this this cotton in the mixer and try to
Yeah,
make
maybe you
the
can
process.
chop it up.
Exactly. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a nice idea. So what do you think? I don't have another idea, but I think it's very good.
Yeah, we can try this one. It's kind of
That's all.
creative, no?
So for example, I want to write down here toilet paper, for example. Let's make a new product, toilet paper. And so let's say, let's think about characters. So who is for this? So this is for everyone, right? No? Yeah.
Yeah, everybody uses this
Everybody,
product.
toilet paper, of course. And let's set up a problem in context. So, do you know what it means? So, we need to think in a time and space. So,
Okay.
when can we use this product? Of course, we know where, when, toilet paper, or where can we develop a new product and send, for example, I don't know, people with no access with toilet paper. I remember when the lockdown
Oh,
in
yeah.
the country, everyone was crazy because there was not toilet paper at the supermarket.
Yeah, that's so true. Actually, it's also quite relevant toilet paper because every time people go in lockdown, they always,
Exactly.
yeah, hoard toilet paper.
You know, do you know why toilet paper is? The people are got crazy when they don't find toilet paper.
No, it's like the I don't know, it's like
Right?
the stranger. Oh, it seems so strange, but every time it happens, yeah, every time there's lockdown, it happens. Because I'm from Australia and recently they just went back into lockdown.
Okay.
And again, it happened. Like, even though they know that that there is toilet paper and they know that there is like that this is a strange thing to do, even now, one year and a half on from the first lockdowns, it still happened that people were hoarding toilet paper and they ran out of toilet paper. Like this month, it happened in August. It's really crazy.
Toilet. What's so the problem in context? So what we can do for defining this idea? So, for example, when there is a lack of toilet paper due to the due to the lockdown, or I don't know, any idea? Mm, well. Lockdown. So, Taiko-san, any idea? Taiko-san, Rumiko-san, about so we are thinking on a toilet paper meal. So we can use mask waste for doing a new toilet paper for everyone. So we can use in case of there is lack of toilet paper due to COVID lockdown. So we can start new social enterprise to. So how can I make a sentence? Can you communicate, please? Due
Yeah,
to,
where is
mm,
due to problem in the context. Yeah, when there is a lack of toilet paper due to lockdown, maybe, or it could be other reasons why you maybe don't have access to toilet paper, no?
okay.
Yo diversa y informa.
So okay. So now the next step is, for example, we need to draw events that inform the problem. So this is part of the storytelling process. So I'm divided storytelling in two processes. So the half process is about informing. How how do you inform people about the problem in context? So this is kind of com, co, convergent thinking. To defining, to analyzing is more thinking about the problem. So in the second part is about divergent divergent thinking. So how can you propose a solution with more using more elements? I draw, for example, propose a solution that inspire. This is the part 2. I mean, in the, can you see? Sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
let's focus on the part 1.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to define events that inform the problem. So for example, so when you make a story in a narration style, we have to start to attract attention.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, in a movie, when you start watching a movie, there is like a time, like 5 or 10 minutes that we need to catch attention of people. If you see boring the movie, so just move to another movie now. So the first part of the story is to keep attention, and then keep attention or attraction, and then focus on the setting, including the character and starting idea of the product. For example, so in the first square, we can make like COVID problem is the most relevant topic these days. So it could be we can catch attention. And then we can focus on a person who lives in certain area, in some city and some country, where there is a problem of no toilet paper in the supermarkets. So that's the setting that we can talk about. And we can describe the person who is going to buy toilet paper. So, for example, who buys toilet paper? Not young people don't. I think they don't buy toilet paper. I think mom at home. I don't know, or people, or maybe young people who live alone, or independent people. Not dependent people. They don't buy nothing. So that's the point. So think about the character, the characteristic of that person, and the setting. So this is the first part of making a story that inform the problem. So do you know what I mean?
Yes. So we should define a character.
Yes.
Okay. So maybe a character could be like a mom or somebody who like runs like a household, or is like buying things for the household.
Okay, mom. How old is your mom?
How old is
Not
a
your mom,
mom?
maybe.
Maybe we can make it like a family, like a youngish family.
A family?
Yeah.
A family, right. Okay. And so who lives in I don't know.
Do we
Rural
need a
area?
country for doing? Oh yeah, maybe a rural country. I mean, a rural area.
Area?
Maybe they can live in Osaka.
Okay, in Osaka. Osaka. Okay. And so they usually go for shopping every weekend. Okay. Oh. Weekend. Okay. So now, someday, no, sorry, we are thinking about Corona, so maybe lockdown, so they cannot go for shopping.
Maybe usually they go shopping on the weekend, but with with lockdown, they can't. They cannot.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
They usually go for shopping every weekend, but due to lockdown, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, we have one more member here. Here the problem that I need to write down everything. So, is there anything that we can do for solving this problem? Just so I can write down something, but we can collaborate together. Ah, so right. Can we use the chat? The chat.
Oh yeah, that's true. We can.
So let's focus on one event. So we have 4 squares. So Romiko-san, do you want to make one? And I can do one. And Kate, do you want to make
Mhm.
one? So I'm writing down the context.
Okay.
So after the context, is there any possible solution that we can approach at this time? Not the final solution. Is like the solution is we're gonna make a toilet paper. So uh, so for example, in the square tree, it could be like a new company start offering this recycled paper, very cheap paper. So we can like introduce the characteristics of this new product.
Okay. So I can go.
Um, oh, who did it? Okay, new product. Ah, okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. Thank you. Oh, okay. So new product is okay. So and so it's okay. It's so far, it's like the introduction of the problem and a possible solution. So it's one day when the cases of COVID impacted or rate in the city of Osaka, people decided to stay at home and buy provisions for longer period of time. So that caused of toilet paper shortage. So one family who lives in Osaka, they usually go for shopping every weekend. But due the lockdown, they were afraid of the critical situation. Okay. So so how can you, so, so there, uh, this family found a new product on internet, for example, that is cheap, made locally, and engage the citizen in its creation. Oh, nice. And local NGO works to collect the masks that are not used in a special thing. Then the mask can be taken to be recycled into a new type of paper that is lightweight and cheap. The NGO delivers the new paper in exchange for the family's old mask. Oh, okay. Yeah. What do you think, Kate?
Yeah, it's super nice. I think this is definitely necessary in Osaka. Do you think it would work in Osaka?
Yeah, we can try.
Yeah.
We can test and get feedback.
Yeah.
Field research.
Yeah, you can do real field research for sure.
Okay. Okay, so this is the we are in the middle of the process. So we finished the part one. So actually we plan to make this into teams, but we don't have teams, we have only one. So let's move on the second part. So the second part consists, okay, I mean, the sharing session is about sharing the idea. So I did right now. I read the idea, I introduced the idea, and now the breakout session number 2 consists of think about the challenge and opportunities for a circular economy. Wait a second. And propose a solution to inspire. This is very important. We inform the situation. So now we need to inspire the design team. So we are designing, we are thinking on the story. So, but in some places we need to tell this idea to a design team. So the real team who is gonna produce this new product. So we need to inspire, but not only with text. So we need to make some drawings, some pictures, something that we can uh, make more clear this idea. So, okay, this is one, to make more visual. And other part is the events that this family is gonna do in order to buy this new product. So they found this alternative, this solution, but so how they're gonna buy this product? So, for example, through internet, in the NGO website, on Amazon, or where can they find this product? And then they're gonna find and they're gonna receive this new product. So they're gonna use first, and they're gonna try for a week maybe, and they're gonna say, it's very nice, we like it, we love it. Or if they might say, I don't like it, it's not soft, or it's not clean, it's not. So we need to think about this event that may happen in the process. So the goal of this part is to describe the best solution and to make a conclusion. So is this possible? It's not possible. The family is happy. The family is satisfied. So how they can recommend to other people. So we need to go to that part. So number one, so let's make a story more clear in order to inspire the design team. So I think it's hard to do this part right now because we need to use some drawings and pictures. So any ideas what to do here?
Not sure because I don't access the Miro.
You can.
No, because I can otherwise I can copy paste, but I don't have the access. We can.
I can do copy link. Okay. I'm gonna make a link. Wait a second, please. And then share the link in the chat. Oh,
okay, cool. It's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay, cool. So yeah, we can do it. Maybe I can find some reference, no?
Okay. So let's make it more visual, and okay, I'm gonna find some pictures. So the thing that we can do is divide the work. So by event. So the first square is about the first use. So they're gonna buy the product and use. And the second square is using a second time, like the experience of using, in 1 week, for example. And the first square is the experience of buying the product.
Okay, so buying the product first.
Okay.
So they need to be able to buy from their home because they're in lockdown, right? So maybe from the internet and delivery. Okay. Okay, so we need like so maybe
recycle toy, that paper with mask. Can you see that? Perfect. So what do you like that key? Ah, I like this picture.
Ah, that picture is perfect.
So I can start with the collection of masks first.
Yeah,
Then the NGO collect the mask, and then produce the toilet paper.
and then there's this one. Then the customer is going to buy it.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And then I think it's hard to find something when the family use toilet paper at home. I think it's not
You
good.
can imagine that one.
No. Let's like
We imagine what that looks like.
let's so so let's move on to the best solution. So for example, after using that product, they need to be to take into account like, oh, I like it. So at what time, at what moment of the process, you can say, I like it. It works. It so what it I think it's a very dumb question.
Yeah, maybe.
When
Yeah, maybe when you use it, but then also maybe in this case, it's something to do with how much it costs as well, because
about the cost. Ah, cost benefit.
yeah, because toilet paper is very simple and cheap. And so if you're paying a lot for it, then you think, no, come on, I don't want this product. But if you're still paying okay price and it's recycled, then maybe you think, okay, I'm happy. Not because it's a very basic cost,
Okay.
like a basic price. So it shouldn't be too expensive. So then it's not just about the use of it, how it is to use it, but also how much it costs for your family.
Mhm. Okay. So let's. Okay, I'm gonna use picture just toilet paper, random toilet paper. So this is the product that it's eco, is affordable, convenient for the economy of families. Now,
Yeah. That's
so after taking in account to be aware of that, the benefit of using that product, they're gonna feel happy. So the fourth square is about the happiness or satisfaction, the happy of the family or satisfaction when they found the best solution. So now, so let's sing in a happy, happy. Okay.
Yeah, maybe they're happy, and then they also have they have some money left over because it was cheaper.
Yes, exactly.
They save some money, maybe.
Okay. So this is a fourth square, so they are happy and satisfied. And the last one is about in narration, in a narration style, in storytelling, there is one part name is coda. Do you know coda? Have you ever heard about coda?
Nope.
Coda is the conclusion of a narration.
Okay.
So how can you conclude, and how do you, it's like analyze why they are happy, what happened next, and to link this result to an advocacy. Like, for example, when you find a very good application in your phone and you use several times and you are satisfied, you can share the appli or the service in your social network, in Facebook or LinkedIn. So when you share to others that advocacy, yes, advocacy. So that's the final part of the story. So so any idea about how
Maybe
can
they could tell their neighbors about it
neighbors? Okay,
because they're in lockdown. So, or they could do something online. Like maybe they could talk about it online.
okay.
Because
So
they're in
maybe
lockdown.
two parts. One, neighbors to the neighbors, and other is through SMS.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring picture. Do we have time? So we have. So do you know what time we finish? I don't know. Okay. Okay. Anyway. Okay. My computer is stuck. So, okay. So maybe I think it's clear. So, Kate, can you help me just to just tell the story from the beginning to the end?
Mhm.
And if you want to modify something, you can do it, and just like a reviewing
Okay.
in your own words.
Okay. You want me to speak it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So during the impact of COVID in Osaka, people needed to stay at home for long periods of time. And so they had to buy provisions such as toilet paper for that time. There was a toilet paper shortage because so many people were staying at home and buying lots of toilet paper. One family in Osaka was very afraid because usually they take their shopping every week. But luckily, they found a new product that is cheap, is made locally, and engages the citizens of Osaka in its creation. It was made by an NGO who collects in a bin in the supermarket and the used masks from the COVID pandemic and turns it into a new type of toilet paper. It's lightweight and cheap. The NGO, the family was buying the toilet paper from the NGO online, and then the NGO delivered to them cheap, clean, accessible, convenient toilet paper. And they were so happy with this product that they decided to tell their neighbors about it, to get it, and also tell their friends over WhatsApp about this great new product. The end.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so this is the sharing session. So thank you very much. So now let's start closing this workshop. I think it was a great job, very, very great idea. Thank you very much, Kate, and the team, Rumiko and Taiko and Tomomi-san. Okay, so now let's take some time to reflect on what the process was like. So for example, I have 4 questions. So question number 1 is, what was exciting about this story? The most exciting part of the story. And so can I write, I'm gonna write down here. Okay, so a second. So what was the most exciting part? So number 2 is, what do you learn about your friends' ideas? But we don't have more friends, only okay, your friends' ideas. Number 3, what questions came up from this story? And number 4, what might you try next? So do you want to write down or just saying your answer to, I don't know, you decide, the team with me. So we're gonna think about the answers, but let's use a couple of minutes. So you want to think about this? So let's
go.
set 2 minutes.
You want me to write down? Maybe make post it?
If you want, yeah, let's do that in 2 minutes.
Okay. Is it the exciting part of the workshop?
The story.
The story.
Or the workshop you want. No, about the story. I
About the story. Okay.
Tema. Okay. Okay, time up. Are you done?
Yep.
Okay. So, okay, number one. So what was the most exciting part for you, Kate? Kate-san.
I thought the most exciting part was the fact that it's a current issue. So it was nice because it was very familiar. And the situation and the product that we were talking about was very like universal. So we all know about masks and then we all know about toilet paper. So for me, this was really nice because I could connect to the situation.
Okay, very good. Great, thank you. Rumiko-san, Taiko-san, Tomomi-san, do you have any idea? Any comment? Any? No? 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 Okay. So number two, what do you learn about others' ideas or your friend ideas? I don't know. I think it's difficult. But do you have anything to say?
No, I wasn't sure about this one.
Okay. Okay. Number three, what question came up?
Well, I had questions about the product itself. I don't know if this is right, but maybe like, is it actually possible to make this product?
Yes.
And who else might buy the product? Because if it's a family, this is one person, but maybe there's other people who might like this product, like we talked about at the start. So
yes, I'm worried about, not worried, I mean, it's possible, it's not possible because the sanitary issue, because, you know, COVID is very serious problem. So I think it's better to throw away, but at the same time, it's a good source for material to recycling and doing new product. But it's quite good idea and I don't know, challenging idea. I don't know, challenging part. I don't know. This is my personal opinion.
yeah, I think it's very thought-provoking, you know, like if you see something as basic as toilet paper and something out of a mask, it also makes you think about like, oh wow, there's so many masks out there, you know, like, oh wow, so much waste. It really highlights the idea of the waste.
Okay. And number four, so what might you try next? So I mean, is it possible to continue with this idea, or do you want to try with different thing? I don't know. What do you think? What did you write?
I was saying maybe obviously more research, but then also I think it would be interesting to talk to other people about that idea and see what their reaction is.
Oh, okay, very good. Yes. Talking about the idea with others. Yes, of course. Oh, very nice idea. And yes, so this is about the feedback about the story. So now let me close this activity with something with that I wrote before. Like, I think the process of analyzing, ideating, and sharing with a community helps people for contributing to social change. So it's like doing together, thinking together, sharing together, making together. I think is the co-working, co-living, etc. So it's very, very important to start thinking in the whole process, from designing to making. And now storytelling within a human-centered approach is a powerful tool for designing artifacts that matter to all, to everyone. So for example, we were thinking about a family. So we need to think about the family and the family context, not only to make a product because it's profitable or it's very good idea, it's very nice. So we need to think about the family. That's why we are focusing on human-centered approach. So, however, it is still, we need to work in a bridge in and outside and virtual and physical activities. So now we are connected through online space like Zoom, but we need to explore outside. We need to go with where the problem happened in the real world. We need to explore issues. We need to inquiry. We need to collect data in real life context. So this is kind of experiment. So, but this is not the ideal part. This is the good part. So we need to go outside and ask the people what happened, what if do like this way, what if. That's why in real life context, we need to focus storytelling in this way. So it is important to test your idea and get feedback from real users. So that's why when you design, you need to iterate and start again, and modify and read and discuss and analyze and start over maybe sometime. So I think it's very important, the iterative process. So the partnership between designers with the local community is vital for developing sustainable communities and active citizenship through new forms of participation. So that's my thought, my idea, my thinking for closing this activity. Thank you very much. So sorry for my voice. It's too bad today, my voice, but I'm very happy that you are here, Kate. And
Thank you.
I'm happy, Rumiko, Tomumi, Taiko-san, my colleague, they are here too. And thank you very much. Is there anything else? Tomumi-san wants to say something.
Thank you, everyone. Do you have any comments or questions? Please take 4 minutes of your time for a survey. I'll send you an email. Bye.
Thank you.
Is there any question, any comments, something to share with us? Kate?
No, super nice. Only that it's so nice to be able to do this online because, you know, when we usually gather in Fab 16, not everybody can join. Some people are there, some people are not. And I love to be in Barcelona and connecting with you guys in Osaka. It's absolutely crazy and cool, and I love it. And thank you so much for the workshop. It was really great. Thank you, team.
Thank
Awesome.
you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, Kate.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.